The Visa Halftime Report is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
At halftime at Soldier Field, it's the Eagles with Donovan McNabb going back home, looking impressive. Eagles on top 13-7 in this playoff action as we welcome you to the Visa Halftime here in Los Angeles, full house, as we get you caught up on the action. Donovan McNabb and his Eagles looking impressive in the first half, up by 6.
Chilly weather, Soldier Field, Chicago Bears hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. McNabb, Donovan McNabb, punts, looks, rushed out of the pocket to the right. Greg Blash, defensive coordinator for the Bears, said, we want to make him go to the left. Okay, coach, that's to the left. He finds James Thrash. 43 yards later, Thrash knocked out of bounds. David Akers, field goal. It's 6-0 Eagles. Then Miller forced out of the pocket, intercepted by Damon Moore. Moore, fine return. Watch what happens at the end of the play, though. Miller drilled by Hugh Douglas, driven into the ground, separated right shoulder. Eagles at this point leaving, Miller having to leave this football game. Then Ahmad Merrick, fresh up off of the practice squad. The reverse, the end around, scores 47-yard touchdown. His first in his career. Bears take a 7-6 lead. Now, after converting a 4th and 1, McNabb once again going to his left. Bears wanted him to go to the left, and fine. He does just that. He finds touchdown pass to Cecil Martin of 13 yards, 13-7. Eagles over the Bears at the half.
And the Eagles defense playing awfully aggressive. Bears quarterbacks in trouble.
Yeah, Bears quarterback's in trouble, and I think the officials are sending out a message to the Eagles defensive line and linebackers, hands off. As you see here, Jim Miller drops back, rolls out to his right. Pass intended for Des White, ill-advised throw, intercepted. Damon Moore intercepts the ball. Miller is then subsequently drilled by Hugh Douglas, as Moose and Troy pointed out. You know, a defensive lineman, the first thing you do on an interception is seek him out. And then Shane Matthews in for Jim Miller is hit late by Mike Caldwell. I don't think it's a roughing the quarterback call, but I think that was really a message call, because Terry pointed out earlier, two teams kind of came together after that Jim Miller incident, and fists were ready to fly.
Yeah, but, you know, the injury to Miller seemed to wake up the Bears a little bit. They seemed to be slumbering through that first half. We got to talk about the injury to Troy Vincent, though. He is the best defensive player on this Eagles team. And with the way that Jim Johnson, the defensive coordinator, loves to blitz, loves to bring everybody, they have to be able to play man coverage back there in the secondary. Let's see if the Bears can now take advantage of that injury.
Well, the Bears got lucky when the Eagles were down there in scoring opportunity. 2 field goals instead of 2 touchdowns gave them life. Bears get the reverse, get a touchdown. But, boy, Donovan McNabb, his show again. What an outstanding
29
job.
yards rushing, but he's ran for about 125 yards in the backfield and bought himself all kinds of time.
All right, the game coming up later today. Hey, 6 yards shy of what I told him he would get.
Everything all right.
Oakland at New England will be coming up later today. And as Jillian Barbary, our weathercaster, indicated,
that's
snow, a fact of life today, expected to accumulate 4 inches up in Foxborough. Now, we talked to Howie earlier about the Raiders playing in the cold. Terry, what kind of effect did the cold have on you?
Well, first of all, weather like that, I palmed the football because the top of my hand would get so tight. I had a hard time snapping it. And so what I did, very simply, I taught myself how to palm it, sit it on my shoulder, and I just used my shoulder to throw the football. And I didn't have that much trouble with it unless it was very, I know.
That was so
That's
sweet,
a little weak,
man.
I know.
Now, Brett Favre says he had problems throwing the deep ball in cold and tried to keep it short. You were the opposite.
I'm just the opposite. I didn't like throwing anything short in cold weather because I didn't set up quick enough and I didn't read it quick enough, and I was slow about everything I did, but I could throw that sucker deep with the best of them. You got that? Put that down. You hear that, Brett?
Tom Brady is 11-3 as a starter, including having won 6 straight. Raiders haven't won a road playoff game since 1980. All right, folks, Bears Dick Duron, just named Coach of the Year, will have to get his squad ready. Why? Because of Donovan McNabb drilling this one to Cecil Martin on a 4th down call. That put the Eagles up. Dick, Moose, and Troy after this.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.